Hello, sports fans, and welcome to the Scott Sports 101 Tribe Recap post-game show from last night's game. This is just a recap show and podcast. We're going to talk about last night's Indians game, Shane Bieber's second spectacular, impressive outing, and we'll go over all of the Major League scores from last night's games. But before we get to any of that, here is today's Scott Sports 101 Major League Baseball trivia question. The Chicago Cubs franchise retired their first jersey number in 1982. It was the number 14, in whose honor? I will have the answer to the question later on the podcast. Well, Shane Bieber had another spectacular outing in his second start this season, and the Tribe's 2 runs they scored in the top of the third were all the Tribe needed as they beat the Minnesota Twins 2-0 at Target Field in Minneapolis, Minnesota last night. Shane Bieber went 8 innings, gave up 3 hits, did not give up any earned runs, did not allow a walk, and struck out 13 batters. And Bieber has struck out 27 batters in his first 2 starts. Bieber has broken Nolan Ryan's record of 24 batters and tied the MLB record held by Carl Spooner of the Brooklyn Dodgers. And the win last night gave Bieber a 4-0 career record against the Twins. Then James Karinchak came on in the 9th and got the first batter, thanks to a strikeout. He struck out the first one, and then Joe Donaldson popped out to second baseman Cesar Hernandez, and then Karinchak got the final batter, George Polanco, on a pop out to shortstop Francisco Lindor, and James Karinchak got his first save of the season. Francisco Lindor hit his first 2-run homer, in the top of the third on a fly ball to right center field, and Jose Ramirez also scored. They both scored, and that's all the Tribe needed as they held on to their 2-run lead and made the plays that they needed to make and got all 3 batters in the 9th as they beat the Twins by the final score of 2-0. Shane Bieber gets the win, goes to 2-0. The loss goes to Jose Barrios. He goes to 0-1. And as I said, James Karinchak gets his first save of the season. Now let's go to the Major League scoreboard for last night's games. The Washington Nationals beat the Toronto Blue Jays 6-4 at Nationals Park in Washington, D.C. The Chicago Cubs and the Cincinnati Reds were postponed due to rain and inclement weather. The New York Yankees beat the Baltimore Orioles at Oriole Park 8-6. The Orioles scored 6 runs. They had several opportunities, but they were not able to rally and come from behind in the 9th inning. And the Red Sox beat the Boston Red Sox beat the New York Mets at Citi Field in Queens, New York, 4-2. And the Indians beat the Twins 2-0 at Target Field in Minneapolis, Minnesota last night. The Atlanta Braves beat the Tampa Bay Rays in a nail-biter 2-1 last night at SunTrust Park in Atlanta, Georgia. And the Braves are really starting to come on strong. The Kansas City Royals beat the Detroit Tigers 5-3 at Comerica Park in Detroit, Michigan. The Tigers were down 5-3. They had several opportunities to score, but they were just not able to come from behind and rally to beat the the Detroit Tigers. And I forgot to mention one thing with the Yankees-Orioles game. The Yankees have scored 5 runs in the first inning. And that really, but the Orioles have battled back, but they just could not rally and get the win as the Yankees beat them 8-6, as I said at Oriole Park last night. The Seattle Mariners beat the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim 8-5 at Angels Stadium in Los Angeles, California. Angels just could not rally and come from behind. They had several opportunities, and they had left the bases loaded a few times, but they just could not take advantage and seize those opportunities. So, the LA Dodgers beat the Arizona Diamondbacks 6-3 at Chase Field in Arizona. Diamondbacks struggled, but they just could not rally and come from behind to get the win. And the San Diego Padres beat the San Francisco Giants at Oracle Park in San Francisco, 12-7 last night. The Giants, the Padres just never let up in this one, but the Giants scored 7 runs, but were not able to rally and come from behind and get the win. Well, we'll preview tonight's game between the Tribe and the Twins in Game 2 of this 4-game series. But first, it is time now to reveal the answer to today's Scott Sports 101 Major League Baseball trivia question. The Chicago Cubs franchise retired their first jersey number in 1982. It was the number 14. In whose honor? And if you said Ernie Banks, you are correct. Ernie Banks is known as Mr. Cub. He played his 19 seasons from 1973 to 1971 with the Chicago Cubs. The shortstop won 2 consecutive NL MVPs in 1958 and 1959. Unfortunately, Ernie never saw a postseason game in his career. The next Cub to have his number retired was Billy Williams in 1987. And I will have another trivia question on my next podcast, which will be the Tribe pregame show for tonight's game between the Tribe and Twins, which I will preview before tonight's game. And that will be hopefully between 7:30 and 8 o'clock. The Tribe will try to make it 2 in a row as they will take on the Twins in Game 2 of this 4-game series tonight at Target Field in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Mike Clevenger on the hill for the Tribe tonight, and he has yet to get his first win of the season. Hopefully he can get that tonight. And Randy Dobinick on the hill for the Twins with a record of 0-1. First pitch at 8:10 on Sports Time, Ohio. And on the radio, you can hear the game on the radio home of the Tribe, WTAM 1100. And on the sister station, 100.7 WMMS. Well, and hopefully the Tribe can make it 2 in a row. Well, I have to give Shane Bieber credit for last night's game. He just had an impressive outing, and he breaks Nolan Ryan's record, ties Carl Spooner's record, and has 27 strikeouts in his first 2 starts. And he, I think, has become the Tribe's ace. So that's just about going to wrap it up for the Scott Sports 101 Tribe recap show from last night's game, and also recapping the Major League scores from last night's game. Wraps it up for that. I will be back in just a couple of hours from right now with the Tribe Scott Sports 101 Tribe post-game show. Pre-game show, excuse me. Tribe pre-game show before tonight's game between the Tribe and the Minnesota Twins. But until then, always remember, be a team player each and every day and every way possible. So long, everybody. 3, 2, 1. I'm done.